Hey guys, how you doing? It's Luke the Duke 88 here with my first video. This is probably going to be the only video I make. I'm not real big on making videos. I just want to show you this tablet I installed in my dash here. Got the idea from that app radio that only works with the iPhone. So I went to Best Buy and saw that thing. I gotta have that. So I Googled it to try and find if there was one available for the Android, because I hate iPhone. I'm pro Android. I used to be iPhone, but now I'm Android. And I come across this post, and the first thing it said on there was in-dash tablet. So I Googled in-dash tablet on the images and found a couple of these. So I was like, man, you know, I'm going to do that. First of all, let me tell you, in the tablet and everything, probably, I have about $600-700 wrapped up in it. But I've got parts that I didn't end up using. So, in all, with what I used, because I watched a video, and the guy told me to get this, and this, and I ended up finding an easier way to do it, way easier way to do it. So all in all, I got about $400 wrapped up in this, $450 maybe, which is about the price of a head unit, if you think about it. And I got navigation, all that crap. You're going to pay $800-900 for that stuff, right? So, first of all, let me tell you about how it's in there. It's pretty much, this Cavalier, it's holding itself in there pretty much. There's really nothing behind that, really. Because there's a wall right here and a wall right here that's just holding it in from the back. And look how easy and look how good that fits right there in the dash. I see I got a little bit of white right here from my tablet. That and it really doesn't look all that bad. I could cover that up if I want to, but I don't think look how good that. First of all, let me say I got the HTC Flyer is what I got in here. So let me go ahead and show you. This is how, for now, because I just done this last week. Right here, I'm just using this. I got it run so you can see it run up into my dash right there. And for now, that is my power button and my charger, because I have not gotten anything for it yet. But I will. Let's see. Here's what I do. I usually, well, actually, I got a widget here I forgot about. Go over here in my timeout. See, I change the timeout on it when I'm in my car. That way it lasts longer and I don't have to keep messing with it. What all do I want to show you? First of all, actually, let me show you how I have it hooked up. First of all, I have the charger, which is on this side, run down in the dash, and of course up through here into that. Okay. And then I have a right angle auxiliary extension, which is so I don't have to bend my cord because it won't bend over in here. It just goes out and right down. And then what I have is that auxiliary. It runs through my floorboard right there and goes all the way back to my trunk, and it splits off into RCAs, and that's how you get the sound. And then hold on, I'm jumping ahead of myself. It runs into an amp. So you got auxiliary right here plugged in, and it runs to the floorboard and runs back to RCAs into an amp. So let me go ahead before I confuse you, and I'll show you. Okay guys, here we go. I got my amp hooked up. I got a sub back here, so that Alpine right there. I know it's a wiry mess. I just done this last week. I haven't really had a chance to clean it up a little bit, but it will be cleaned up. That is running my sub, actually. And I bought just a really crappy dual. Just a dual. I mean, I didn't need much. That's what powers my inside speakers, my stock speakers. So, you see all those wires right there? Of course, you got the remote wire, the ground, and the power. It didn't take much, just a little wire. I run it into that. And all those other ones right there are my speakers. So what they do is they're into that amp. You don't have to have all this crap. You don't have to have the sub. You don't have to have another amp, just that amp. You have to have a power, of course, going to it and whatnot. But that goes, and see, it follows it, and that's hidden pretty well in my car. Not the trunk here. In my car. It goes all the way back up to my dash, and then I will show you that here in just a second. So that's how I play the tablet through my dash. Through my stock speakers right there. It's just a crappy amp. You really don't need anything because that amp is turned all the way down. I was not going to pay what I paid for that for not even really needing it. You don't even turn the amperage up or nothing. Okay, so here we are back up running my car. Like I said, that speaker wire runs all the way, and it's ran through here and under my carpet and up through the dash and into here. Okay? Now here's how you hook that up. You got to get you a aftermarket CD player adapter. And all you do is you take those wires that were running back to that amp and you plug them into that aftermarket adapter. Okay? Now that you have all that, and you don't need to hook anything else up. Now from that end, your RCAs, remember I said the RCAs, they come from the amp all the way up here into the auxiliary. That's how your music plays. So basically what you're doing, you're turning your tablet on, your speaker, your music and stuff's going out through your RCA, through your auxiliary, all the way back to the trunk, to the RCAs, through the amp, back up through that speaker wire and into your stock speakers. That's pretty much it. So now that I've told you how to do that, let me show you this guy. Got her on. Let's just go ahead with this because I don't have the internet connected right now. I actually have a Wi-Fi tether. How I connect to the internet. I can get on Google. Yeah, I'm driving a Cavalier, but I'm a bit of a redneck. So let's go ahead and find me some. I'm actually looking at a fully loaded Dodge diesel right now. So if I get it, you better believe one of these. I will never put another head unit in the car. One of these will be in that Dodge if I get it. That's my widget right there to turn my volume up and down. Right there, by the way. I'm not going to turn it up real loud because my neighbors and stuff are out. That's about it. I better not. I got my cousin's out and he lives right next door to me here. No, and I have a state trooper that lives beside of me. I use a lot of Rhapsody, so let's let me take a break here and I'll connect back and I'll turn on my tethering and show you a little bit of the internet. Alright, now I'm connected to my Wi-Fi. Let me just show you real quick a little bit of, let's just try Yahoo just so you guys don't have to, just so you see that it works. I do live out in the country, so it's a little bit slow. And of course, it looks like it went to the mobile website there. I don't know what happened there. Let's try. Well, anyway, you see I've got the internet there. Let's check out Rhapsody a little bit here. See? Sorry, it's a little blurry. It's getting kind of dark out right now. And probably a little hard to see, but it'll be alright. Alright, well I guess that's enough of that video. If you have any questions, just leave them down there in the comment area. I'll try to answer them the best I can. This probably took me about a month to put in. I work a lot, so it's not that it took me a long time to do it. It's just that I didn't have that much time. It took me a lot of figuring out how I was going to get the speakers to run, but it ended up that was the way I wanted to do it. I'm not worried about the wires. I just got to get them covered up a little bit more. They're covered up in the car. You can't see them at all in the car. It's just in the trunk. But like I said, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment area, and I'll be happy to try and get a hold of you and get with you and answer those questions for you.